Welcome to The Big Idea. I'm your host, Faith Lark. Today, on The Big Idea, imagine being betrayed by the very people you sought to enlighten, your life's work ridiculed and condemned. Today, we explore how one man's quest for truth turned into public humiliation, and how his story can teach you to find strength in your convictions, even when the world turns against you. Lightning splits the sky over ancient Miletus. Rain lashes against stone walls. But amid the tempest, a young man stands transfixed, face upturned to the fury above. While others cower, Anaximenes sees something they don't, the raw power of air itself, transforming from gentle breath to raging storm. You might think studying air would be the safest pursuit imaginable. Yet in 6th century BCE Ionia, suggesting that this invisible force was the source of all existence would shake the very foundations of society. This is the story of a man who dared to see divinity not in distant gods, but in the very breath that fills your lungs. Picture a boy lying in sun-warmed grass, tracking invisible currents that bend stalks and scatter leaves. While other children chase each other through Miletus's bustling streets, young Anaximenes chases something else, understanding. He spends hours watching smoke rise from cooking fires, studying how it thins and disappears into the sky. His parents worry, his peers mock him, but he sees patterns they don't, patterns that will one day reshape how humans view their world. She gently redirects him to his studies, but the question has taken root. It will grow into an idea that threatens the powerful and challenges the gods themselves. The marketplace of Miletus hums with activity. Merchants hawk their wares, sailors swap tales of distant shores. And in a quiet corner, Anaximenes begins formulating his theory. He's learned from his teacher Anaximander, who claimed all things come from the boundless. He studied Thales, who said water was the source. His students lean forward, captivated, but others are listening too, and they don't like what they hear. In his modest study, surrounded by scrolls and clay tablets, Anaximenes works to explain what he sees. Air, he realizes, transforms through two processes: rarefaction, where it becomes less dense and rises like fire toward the heavens, and condensation, where it compresses into water, earth, and stone. The world isn't created by feuding gods, but by the endless dance of a single substance. His hands shake with excitement as he writes. This isn't just philosophy, it's a complete reimagining of reality. Every breath connects us to the cosmos. Every wind shows transformation in action, but as his theory grows clearer, so do the whispers against him. The accusation rings through the assembly hall. Anaximenes stands before the city's elders, his theory now fully formed but dangerous in its implications. If air is the source of all things, what becomes of the gods? If transformation is natural law, what happens to divine intervention? The words hang in the air like smoke. You can feel the weight of centuries of belief pressing against this new idea. But Anaximenes won't back down, not when he's glimpsed such profound truth. If you're enjoying The Big Idea, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. Learn to make better decisions and think like Einstein, Da Vinci, and Socrates. Now back to the episode. His ideas spread like a breeze through the city. Some are captivated by this new way of seeing the world. They gather in secret to hear him explain how thunder isn't Zeus's anger, but wind breaking through clouds. How earthquakes aren't Poseidon's rage, but the earth cracking from changes in moisture. Each natural explanation chips away at the god's domain. But with every convert comes new danger. The priests whisper of blasphemy, the authorities watch with growing concern. You can sense the pressure building, like the heaviness before a storm. Anaximenes has challenged more than just beliefs. He's threatened an entire power structure built on controlling those beliefs. The summons comes at dawn. Anaximenes must publicly recant or face exile. Standing before the assembly again, he knows this moment will define not just his life, but his legacy. The choice seems impassable: deny what he knows to be true or lose everything he's built. The words seal his fate. Within days, he's forced from the only home he's ever known, his writings scattered, his school disbanded. Yet ideas, like air, cannot be contained. Decades after Anaximenes' death, his theories resurface. Aristotle builds upon them. Later scientists recognize the profound insight in his observation of matter's transformations. His vision of an interconnected universe, bound together by a single substance in endless change, inspires thinkers for generations. Today, when you feel the wind on your face or take a deep breath, you're experiencing what Anaximenes saw, the invisible force that connects all things. His life teaches us that the greatest truths often hide in plain sight, waiting for someone brave enough to see them and bold enough to speak them. What invisible patterns are you missing in your own life? What accepted truths might need challenging? Anaximenes risked everything to pursue understanding, not because it was safe, but because it was necessary. His story isn't just about ancient philosophy, it's about the courage to see differently, to question deeply, and to stand firm when those questions threaten the comfortable certainties of your world. The next time you breathe, remember, you're participating in the same cosmic dance Anaximenes discovered. The question is, what will you do with that connection? What truth will you dare to see? The wind still blows, waiting for those brave enough to follow where it leads. On the next episode of The Big Idea, Anaximenes sought the fundamental substance of reality, and his choice of air sparked a revolution in thought. But what if the very building blocks of reality were far smaller than air, invisible to the naked eye? Imagine a world composed not of continuous substance, but of discrete, indivisible particles. This week, we continue our journey through archaic Greece to meet a philosopher who dared to challenge the conventional wisdom of his time. His atomic theory, born from pure thought and relentless curiosity, laid the groundwork for modern science and offered a radical new perspective on everything. Prepare to question everything you thought you knew about the universe, because this changes everything. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, Mental Models Mastery. 7 mental models used by humanity's greatest minds. Think clearer, decide faster, and spot opportunities everyone misses. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/bi. Thanks for watching.